Like a million tabs up, y'all. A million tabs. Okay, let me get out of this. Let's see. Oops. How do I get out of this? Cancel. It says screen sharing was canceled. Okay, yes, I know that. Good morning, you guys. It's your girl Mahogany Roots here, and I'm back at you again with another video. This one is going to be short and sweet, honey. I'm probably going to change the title. There's I've got to get a lot of props to a few of y'all, quite a few of y'all. Hold on a second. Okay. The first shout out I want to give out to is MTGB TV. I got to give a shout out to that sister. That sister hits. If you guys, I hope she comes in here this morning. If you guys do not know Miss MGTB you need to check her out. She has been dropping the gems. She has been dropping the jewels, honey, on how to grow your channel. If you guys don't know, I didn't start my channel out doing small, helping small YouTubers grow, but I did start doing that, which is how I started giving everybody a wrench, was so you guys could click on each other's channels and subscribe. Okay. I eventually got away with that because, that's kind of risky. YouTube doesn't consider that authentic, although I honestly believe there is a ban on a lot of us in this space. Just to our connections with other channels, okay? But that's a whole nother story. The sister has been dropping gems, and I've been peeping this for a while. And that's the growth of recent YouTubers, because YouTube has changed through the years. It has really changed. Even though I've only been doing the content for about 3 to 4, I have seen the changes. There was a time when you could go live with only 100 subscribers. I don't know if y'all remember that, but I remember that. And then it went from 100 to 1,000. Then it went from 1,000 to 500 before you could get a community tab. So they're changing with the change. And as more and more people come in, there'll be more changes, possibly to make it more difficult. So you guys need to take advantage of the fact that there's a huge opportunity to grow your channels, and that is with YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and going live on Instagram. I've been peeping it for a while. My issue that I'm having, and I'm up here to kind of explain what's going on with me. The issue that I'm having is that I don't really record very often with my phone. And so that's my next thing that I'm going to work on, is actually getting an app to download some of these things on my phone, because I don't. I do damn near 99% of everything on my laptop. And so your laptop settings are not set for shorts. Okay? You have to change the dimensions of your laptop, or your video size. So I believe the dimensions for average videos was 16 by 9, but cell phone is 9 by 16. So you got to go in and change those things. So long story short, you guys see me uploading the same videos over and over and over. And that's because I'm trying to figure out how to do my shorts. I'm trying to change my video into shorts. And I actually owe that advice from MTGB TV. Okay? If you don't know her, you need to get to know her. She leaves comments sometimes after the videos. And sometimes she'll come up in here, but you guys definitely need to be reading her community tab. Okay. So work on your shorts, guys. Work on your shorts, with your cell phone. You might want to, so YouTube has, a downloading app or whatever. I think it's like $11.99 a month. I got so many extra apps. I refuse to add another bill to me. So I personally don't want to do. I go through a long process of converting the videos, downloading the videos onto my laptop, and then re-uploading the videos, which is why it takes me so long, because I'm cheap. But if you guys, which I'm very much considering getting a program so I can make this process a lot faster. But yes, promote your channel with shorts. Okay. I can't say that enough. This show actually, I'm debating on whether to play some music. This show actually has to do with the conversation. Yes, I'm going to butt my nose in. The conversation about the Manosphere meetups. Okay. And no, it's none of my business, but that has never stopped me. Okay. That has never stopped anybody in this space from talking about the issues, honey. And I have my opinions about it. And so I thought I'd share. This video is not for to upset anybody or to piss anybody off. That's not what this is. I very rarely involve myself anyway. But when I do, I try to be helpful. Okay. Helpful, not messy. So the issue now is that we have two. I saw it on Red. Shout out to Reg the Bad Guy. He did a show yesterday about two Manosphere meetups. Okay. And I've been following it. If y'all recall, last year I got dragged for filth, honey. I got dragged for filth in the black sector for just saying that I support the men getting together and trying to do something, trying to network with each other and do something positive. I got dragged for just saying that. This is the way I look at it. Networking and meetups are actually nothing new. It's that I don't think people outside of this space realize that. I follow a lot of different YouTubers, and it's not that honestly, it should have been happened. It should have been happened. I'm glad that I'm glad that it did happen. This is nothing to be, even to be honest, to be surprised about. I wish it didn't happen like this to where people fall out, but guess what? That's human nature. This ain't even a black white thing. That's just human nature thing. Whenever you got people, I've always told y'all about the personality type of YouTubers. Even if they don't realize it, most YouTubers tend to have a leadership type personality. That's why they're on YouTube, doing their own thing. They might be doing other stuff, but most of them have some type of leadership personality, right? So that's what's going on. You've got egos involved, pretty much. Egos. And when you have large egos, and there's nothing, I got a large ego, okay? Yes, honey. But when you have large egos involved, things can go awry. And that's what I see happening. Because in my opinion, you've got I can't speak for everybody because I don't know everybody that's involved. I will say this, but I believe that you have men that are capable, intelligent enough to pull it off, to pull this thing off and make it into something really special. They have a different set of skill sets, all of them coming together, right? So Obsidian has the skill set of his books and his beliefs about relationships, whatever that may be. And then you have Nate coming in with politics, if that's what he wants to do. And then you have the guy, Theo Wolf, he's coming in with his tech stuff, right? And then there's other people. So I heard there's a lot of people involved in this thing. Okay. So everybody's bringing their skill set to the table. And if it's going to be like a weekend thing, it could be like a convention, and you have the time slotted out from 8 to 9, such and such is going to speak from 9 to 10. So and so is going to talk about this from 10 to whatever. Before lunch, we're going to talk about tech and how you can get into it. It's really, I want to say I don't believe it's that difficult to get done, but it can't, when you're dealing with human beings, it can be difficult because you're dealing with personalities and you're dealing with ego. But I believe it can be done, but they don't want to do it. And so if they don't want to do it, we can't force their hands. They don't want to do it. They want to do it on their own, and that's fine too. Um, so I give you an example of meetups that go pretty well. Like I said, I watch a lot of people, a lot of different types of content. An example, I've seen several people do these meet and greets. It's like I said, it's not uncommon. They'll go there, they'll promote whatever they're promoting, whether it's relationships. Um, what's that lady? She is a relationships self-proclaimed relationship therapist or whatever. But she goes out there. You have to buy a ticket. She sells her books while she's there. She sells her whatever. She has all kinds of stuff, mugs, da 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 da. That's how she earns her living. There's another lady, that I've seen on here. I think her name is Peach McIntyre. She's pretty popular on here. I believe she's got 100 plus subscribers, but she promotes herself constantly. She promotes her how to grow YouTube CDs and all this stuff from what I heard. And she gives private consultations. There's a lot of people doing that private consultation thing, but y'all be careful now. Like I said, I'm dropping these names, but I don't know these people. I'm just telling you some of the things I've seen on YouTube, and I've seen that it's working for some YouTubers, and this can work for them. But you've got to be willing to work with other people, and you've got to be willing to kind of lay your ego down to the side. Now, if that's not what's going on, and it's just a matter of, you know, what's the word? I cannot say that word. Irreconcilable differences, and people just can't get along, then sometimes you have to go in your own way and do your own thing. But I think they can if they really try. I really think they can. I don't see why they can't. Sometimes I'll give you an example when people absolutely do not need to come together. An example is when your message is completely opposite than somebody else's, and I mean, and it's going to cause some kind of friction, like literally physical friction. Then that's a problem. But other than that, they should be able to do that. Now, for people who do not understand my feelings about this is how I am, y'all. Personally, let me get my, so see, I got to make sure I break this down right here real quick and make this very clearly said. I do not agree with everything that's said in these spaces. I need to make that very clear, because when I came out the first time and I said, at least they're trying to get together, at least they're trying to network as Black men, at least they're trying to do something positive for the men in the space, offering them jobs and all that. Like I said, I got dragged for filth just for saying something that simple. I've made it very clear that I'm not a hater of anybody, men or women. That's just not my steez. And if I see men or women doing something positive, I'm going to support it. I'm planning my own little meetup next year. But I said, I was hoping and waiting that the women would do something in the space. That might still happen. But in the meantime, guess what? Instead of waiting on people to give you what you want, you be that person to do it. And then if people come along, they come along. But yeah, I support whoever is trying to do something in a positive direction, because I believe, honestly, the way things have been going as of late in this space, that something like this might actually take it in a better direction. Let me tell you let me explain to you where I'm going with this. Right now, we hear a lot of the same talking points, right? Loop de loop de loop de loop de loop de loop de loop. One content creator will talk about it, then the next minute, another one. The restream. And I don't know about y'all, but that's tiring. It's and everybody pretty much, what do we talk about? Echo chamber. Everybody kind of agrees with everybody. So it's like, okay, Why don't we talk about new things? And when you have meetings like this, welcome. Welcome. I didn't even see y'all. Hey, welcome. Let me say good morning to y'all. Hey, Productions by Tony Anthems. Hey, Kinshawn. Good morning. Kinshawn, you just came in, but I was talking about the how to grow your channel. I'm gonna mention it again. Yes, I'm going to tell you about that. I'm gonna tell you, just hang in there. This is a very short live. I'm gonna explain all that of what's going on with that. Okay. So what was I talking about? Oh Lord, y'all, when you get old, child, it just leave you. um oh yeah, the space. I feel like we're in a stagnant spot, right? But with the if they can pull the meetup off, right? And the guy Theo Wolf is able to get more people employed and teach more people, which that's their choice. They just want to. Now, this is something I don't understand. I don't understand why they don't have women there. I will never understand that. In the real world, you work with women, right? I don't give a damn where you work unless you work on a different planet. You have to work with the opposite sex. You have to come across people of the opposite sex. There is no reason for grown men to feel that they feel uncomfortable around women. You are a grown man. Let me get off of that because I'll go on a tangent. But far as them being able to work together, they can do it if they really want to. It seems like as if they don't want to, but they can. And the benefits I feel of this would be them actually accomplishing something in real time versus talking about stuff online. Y'all know I'm a doer all day. I don't believe in bumping gums. I've never been the type to bump gums about nothing. I believe in action. So by them meeting up and making bonds and friendships and networking and jobs, yes, I believe that could take their space, because I'm not a part of the manosphere space, but that could take their space in a positive direction. And I would like to see that. I'm getting tired of hearing about Black women every single day. Talk about something else. Please talk about tech. Talk about the economy. Talk about politics. Talk about current events. Shout out to Information Man. I'm tired of hearing about Black women weaves and shit every goddamn day and our attitudes. And that's twerking. I'm tired of that. Oh, I know nobody cares what we're tired of, but it's not just me. That's the thing. It's not just me, because I know a lot of them hate me. But your own audience is kind of craving for that. Your own audience has been begging for that. A lot of these manosphere men, not so much. I think not so much the ones that have come across me and work with me in some capacity. I don't believe they dislike me. I don't believe that. But a lot of the followers in the manosphere dislike me, because I am balanced, and they don't want that. But see, that's the problem with the space. That is the toxicity of the space. With everything, there has to be balance, sweetheart. I don't care if you're dealing with men or you're dealing with women. With everything, there has to be a balance. So, by them meeting up once again, networking, exchanging economic funds, right, within their circle, I could see some positive things happening. Some other different types of discussions opening up. The brother Alfie Kingdom does consults for. He's written several books. He does consults for how to get your books published. That's something that he's not a part of that space, but I'm just saying these are potential conversations that can be opened up, besides the day-to-day drum conversations of how horrible Black women are, which we know is a goddamn lie. Yeah, some of them are, absolutely, but some of y'all are too. So let's be real. Let's keep the balance here. Let's keep our foot planted on reality. and not this bubble that we've created on social media. Um, Let me see, Kenshawn, you got a lot of things you're saying, sweetie. Just hold on. About I'm going to tell you about what's been going on with the channel and some tips to help you grow your channel. So I've still got a few minutes, so I'm going to keep on. Yeah. So by doing that, I think the people in the space could see some changes. That's what I'm hoping for. I do not believe that these men are going to spend their money. I hope they don't. That they're going to spend their money, travel miles and miles away to discuss women. I hope to God that that's not what's going to happen. I don't want to believe it. I don't believe that. I think some actual constructive things are going to get done. I hope so. That's my hope, and that's my prayer for them when they get together. It really is. It's for them the new what should I say? A new kind of opening. I don't know how to say it. Territory, a new territory. So at this point, it's really whatever they put into it. It's really whatever it turns into is whatever they put into it. That's what it is, bottom line, because it's new and it's fresh. And any big thing, any new adventure that you start is going to have bumps in the road, y'all. That's just what it is. That's a part of life, no matter what you do. Entrepreneurship, it does not matter. You're going to come up against bumps in the road. Okay, so they just got to smooth out those bumps in the road. The whole politics thing, if Nate wants to bring that in, and that's fine. I'm not really, me personally, I'm not into that. I think personally, this is just my personal opinion. When you start dealing with politics, religion, those are things that they can bring a group together, but they can also isolate other people. So if you want to bring that group together, then it's good. But if you want to bring people of different thinkings together, then it might not be so good. But if you want to form organizations where it's just like he says all the time, he feels like he wants like-minded men, then that's a good thing. But if you want to bring, like me, I'm more of a person that likes to congregate with different modes of thought. I like to hear different opinions. So for me, I would want, my meetup to be more broad. Okay. Like I will just mention it. Like when I do my meet and greet, it's going to be very broad. It's going to be all types of YouTubers, all types of people, men and women. We finna have a good old time, honey. A good old Southern time. Drinks, food, but you're going to learn something. You're going to be entertained. You're going to be educated. So I'm looking forward to that next year. But that's my opinion on that. I mentioned my opinion about, I still do not understand the no woman thing. I will never understand that. Maybe that's something that'll change in the future. You know, like I said, when you're grown, you should be able to deal with the opposite sex, period. Sometimes, people will have a same sex meeting or whatever, but then it usually has something to do with sex. For instance, the sister, there was a sister on here giving femininity classes. I am Michelle or something like that. Light skinned lady giving femininity classes. I don't know her. I'm just telling you what it is. And I'm gonna be honest. The whole topic of teaching women femininity, I think, is extremely insulting. I do admit some women might need a little help with their presentation, but I think that femininity, once again, I believe that comes from within. That's just my opinion. Because anybody can put on makeup and a front and a smile and be just as wicked as they want to be. You're nurturing nature. That's something that happens from within. All the Chanel perfume and heels you want to wear is not gonna that's not gonna change you as a person. But anyway, she was on here teaching her femininity courses. And so she was that something like that was just directed for women, of course, because that's for that sex. There was a brother on here teaching men. But when you're talking about tech and stuff like that, anybody can learn tech. Anybody can learn how to be an author, write books, give speeches. Anybody. That's something that really, in my opinion, should be opened up for everybody. But it's not my meetup. It's their meetup. Okay. I'm just saying. But if you're looking at it from a business aspect, you would think you would want to open it up. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, there was a brother teaching. I'm trying to think what he was teaching. He had a course. I cannot remember that YouTuber's name, but it was specific for. It was a leadership course, and it was for husbands. So of course, a course like that, yeah, men only. That makes sense because it's for husbands. Okay. But overall, just overall stuff of networking, I really believe that it would do them a service to really network with everybody. That's my opinion. All right. So I haven't been looking. Let me get to y'all. Like I said, this is short and sweet because I gotta get going. I gotta go work out, honey. Let me see. Conshawn, I'm reading your comments if you're still here. It says, we need votes for many meetings, okay, behind the scenes that will lobby Tea parties to let women base even the laws for our families, change laws. We have the space without the arguments. We need the table. Wait a minute now. We need votes from many meetings behind the scenes that will lobby Tea parties to let women base even the laws for our families, change laws. Okay, we have the space without. This, things like that, you're not going to get that done with a manosphere meetup. That's not, And far as political things, that's more Nate's realm. I don't know if you know Little Big Nate, but that's more his thing. I don't think that that meetup is really going to be about any type of, I think you should be able to bring up whatever you want to bring up. When they start talking about issues and concerns of the space, I think you should be able to. But when you start delving into politics, that's really a field of its own. Okay. So it says women-based votes is our only way. 63% of women votes over the past 3 elections lobbying power for abortion, for example. I don't know. First of all, why are we still talking about abortion right now when the laws was just passed? Why is that even still a conversation in this space? See, that's what I'm talking about. The same talking points for abortion, for example. If Black women find out they control the vote, America will turn Black real quick. I think Black women know. God knows the Democrats and also the Republicans. That's why they've been scrambling for Black women's votes, honey. They know that Black women vote. They know that already. I think. See, I don't want to make this. This is not. I'm trying to keep the focus. The Black people, period. I think if they knew the power they vote would be more involved. So if you're still there, Conshawn, hey, Papa. If you're still there, if you were wondering why I was uploading all those House of the Dragon videos, it's because I was trying to figure out how to put them into a short. Okay. Because the sister, MTGTV, okay, she has been dropping gems. She's been, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to her. She's been dropping gems on her community tab, just showing her growth. And I'm so proud of that sister. I hope she watches this. I'm so proud of you, sister, for her growth. And she's been doing it very quickly. And she's been doing it, she's been working very hard, but she's also been, uploading those shorts. So what I'm doing is clipping a lot of my videos. I've been spending a lot of time clipping my old videos, trying to turn them into shorts. I honestly didn't even know how to do it because I don't, most of my videos I upload from my PC, not from my cell phone. I very rarely use my cell phone. So I'm having to learning how to do it from a PC, which is different than doing it when you're so shorts. As long as it's under 60 seconds, right? You can do it straight from your cell phone. But guess what? I don't use my cell phone for my videos. So I'm trying to figure out how to change it from the ratio 16.169 to the ratio 9:16, which is the cell phone dimension. So that's what I'm working on. So I apologize if you guys are seeing the same videos being uploaded over and over and over. That's because I'm trying to clip them and turn them into shorts. Okay. Hey, Big O. Like I said, I hope I didn't offend anybody. That's not what this video is, including you, Kinshawn. I wasn't trying to offend you, sweetie. Grand Rising. Just giving my opinions about the topic. Well, this is it because I gotta get my workout on. I hope y'all have a great morning, and I'll see you soon on these YouTube streets, honey. Peace. Big O, go back and watch it from the beginning, honey. I think there's some powerful things in here.